Hey guys, this is your introduction to the Paper Bridge Design Challenge. So, as the materials list described, the first thing that you're going to need is a piece of white plain paper, right? And so this piece of paper should not be folded in any way, and it should be just a regular piece of paper, not cardstock. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need is a ruler, so that way you can measure your gap. Third thing you're going to need is your two books, so that way you can have a gap. And then the last thing that you're going to need is your weights, right? So for this, we're going to be using pennies and nickels, okay? And so the setup of this design challenge is that you're going to put your two books, you're going to make sure that they are 6 inches apart, right? And so we're going to be measuring these books, making sure that the gap in between is 6 inches, okay? So that's 6 inches apart. And so now the next thing that you're doing is you're going to start with your step number 1, which is going to be problem definition. Okay? And so when you read the problem statement, make sure that you understand what it's asking you to do, and you're going to define the problem. The next step that you're going to do is you're going to ask or imagine. And so that is generating ideas and brainstorming. And so this is where you're coming up with your different ideas, not just going to your final design solution, but coming up with your different ideas. Okay, the third step is planning, right? So develop a solution. So that third step is where you're going to be developing your solution. Your fourth step is to create and test. So you're creating a solution and testing the designs. Your fifth step is to improve that design, and so you can go through multiple iterations of create and test and improve, right? So you test it, it doesn't work, go back, create another design, test it, it doesn't work, test it, you see how it goes, right? You can go back and forth between the steps. And then your last step is deciding on that final design and then submitting your results, okay? So remember, you can use a single sheet of paper. You cannot reinforce that paper at all. You cannot tape that paper to the abutments, right? And you need to make sure that you follow those instructions. You can cut the paper, you can fold the paper any way you want, but you can't reinforce it with tape, staples, a piece of paper inside. You can't reinforce it at all, okay? And so that is your challenge, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will be posting the solutions here on the next video.